Okay, hey guys, it's me again with a new hat. It says Leg Day and it's a mermaid hat. How cool is that? Okay, so I collect weird things like hats and trucker hats. What do you collect? So let me know. What's your favorite animal? Do you collect your favorite animal? Um, let's see. I used to collect golf balls that my grandpa picked up for me at the golf course that were different colors. I'll show those to you in another video. So, what is something that you collect? A collection is something that you have lots of. So, like you have lots of teddy bears, that would be a collection. You have lots of hats, that would be a collection. So, leave your comments down below on Remind or YouTube or Facebook. I would love to hear all about your collections. So today we're going to read Big Red and the Little Bitty Wolf. It's the complete opposite of our last one. So I'm super excited to read this to you. It is by Jeannie Franz and illustrated by Jennifer Zavoin. And let's do our parts of the book. Thumbs up. Okay. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Zip. Who draws the pictures? Who writes the words? And what is this? Today, our title is Big Red and the Little Bitty Wolf. This is the first time I'm reading it, so we'll see how it goes. Which way do I go? We gotta figure this out, right? Okay. There was only one path that led from where Little Bitty Wolf lived to where he went to school at Pinecone Elementary. And that was a problem. Over the summer, Big Red Riding Hood had moved in with her grandmother. Big Red wasn't just big, she was mean, and now she took the same path through the woods to get to school. Before Big Red moved in, Little Bitty loved to go to school. He loved the soft pad, pad, pad sound his paws made on the path. He loved the feel of the wind tickling his whiskers as it rustled the leaves, and he really, really loved his yellow lunch basket, always packed with his favorite foods. Nothing seemed to help Little Bitty ask his parents what to do. Just tell her to stop, Mom told him. Tell her you don't like it when she teases you. Stop it, Little Bitty said when Big Red kept throwing acorns at him. I don't like that, Big Red laughed. But I do, Big Red said, and she picked up a big acorn and hit him on the nose. Aww. Puff yourself up so you'll look bigger, Dad told him. So the next time Big Red pulled his tail, Little Bitty puffed up himself up as big as he could. But Big Red just laughed. I'm not scared of a little bitty wolf, she smirked. Little Bitty didn't know what to do, and then one morning a shadow fell across the path. Little Bitty looked up, and it was Big Red. Where do you think you're going? Big Red asked. Little Bitty tried to run by Big Red, but she blocked his way. Not so fast! Big Red grabbed the basket right out of his paws and skipped away. A tisket and a tasket, I've got your brand new basket. Little Bitty was so sad. What would he eat for lunch? What would his parents say when he didn't bring his basket home? Would they make him take his food in a brown bark bag? When Little Bitty Wolf got to school, his teacher, Miss Doe, asked what was wrong. Little Bitty didn't want to tell her. Big Red was looking right at him. Miss Doe sent him to talk to the school counselor, Mrs. Know-it-Owl. Little Bitty Wolf told him about Big Red. Sounds like quite a problem, Mr. Know-it-Owl said. What, have you tried to fix it? I asked Big Red to stop bothering me, just like my mom said, Little Bitty told the counselor, and I puffed myself up to look bigger, just like my dad told me, said Little Bitty. But Big Red just laughed at me, and now she has my lunch basket, and I don't know what to do. He wiped his eyes with his tail. I think he's feeling sad, so sad. Seems to me you need to do something Big Red doesn't expect you to do, Mr. Know-it-Owl said. Like this, Mr. Know-it-Owl's head spun all the way around. Little Bitty smiled. Why, what a nice smile you have, Mr. Know-it-Owl told him. I never noticed before. You should smile more often. Little Bitty decided he would do just that. On the way home from school, when Big Red jumped out from behind a tree, Little Bitty didn't whimper. He didn't whine. He just smiled. Are you smiling at me? Big Red asked. What's going on? Little Bitty just kept smiling. He was so nervous it was all he could do to keep his paws planted in one place. What's so funny? Big Red asked, taking a step back. Stop looking at me like that. What are you going to do? Bite me? Little Bitty Wolf laughed. What a silly thing to say. Biting was for babies. You can have your dumb old basket back, Big Red said. I didn't want it anyway, and she tossed the basket on the ground. Little Bitty smiled even bigger. Mr. Know-it-Owl was right. Doing something Big Red didn't expect had worked. Maybe he'd never smiled at her before. He had a feeling Big Red didn't get many smiles. He'd make sure she got plenty now. Little Bitty trotted off towards home with his ears up and his tail high, feeling a little bit bigger and a whole lot better. The end. Oh, I hope you guys loved our new book today, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to tell me about your collections, and in the next video, I'll have a different hat. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.